What's up, YouTube? Today I'm going to be talking about Brother Polite and his potential assault by the LAPD. All right, let's get into this. Brother Polite was allegedly assaulted by the LAPD last night while he was going to the store to send some kind of Western Union. Okay, during this event, the police assaulted his woman and they assaulted him, forcing him to go to the hospital, and I think he suffered some kind of fracture to his neck and arm because he said they lifted him off the ground when they put the handcuffs on him. So a part of me, when I first hear this, my first reaction is fuck them racist ass cops. You know what I'm saying? But my second reaction to this is maybe it's karma. Maybe he needed to be put in his place because I follow the brother Polite, and one minute. I followed the brother Polite, and he's been saying some things, some negative things about black people. He's been saying black people are animals. He's been saying that you need to move away from black people, stay away from black people. He's even moved into a white neighborhood. Not too long ago, a picture came out where he let this white woman put him in a headlock, making him look real weak, making the whole black power conscious community look real weak. Then there was a big thing between him and Sarnetta. He was saying that he's bigger than Sarnetta. His name is bigger than Sarnetta. And it just seemed like he was getting real, like, uppity. And maybe this is like instant karma. Maybe because he been calling black people animals and and you know trying to go against and say that he's better than people because he's making money. And there was this whole thing that he used to do. There was a debate where it was like, is the white man the devil, or is the black man his own worst enemy? And Brother's polite point was the black man is his own worst enemy. And I don't see that. And maybe he can start to see now that he's being targeted by these white supremacists, that white man is the devil. And maybe he change his tune a little more about calling black people animals, because he's the one being treated like animal. And I was saying this earlier about, if you call black people animals, they'll act like animals. If you call them educated and conscious, they'll act educated and conscious. So you're no better than the white man by simply pointing out the flaws of black people. Yes, there are some black people in the hood who act like animals, but for the most part, no, it's not. And for the ones who do act like that, they act like that because they're being told that that's the only way that they can act, and that's their acceptable behavior. That's what's acceptable for them. That's what people keep saying about them. So if you keep saying it and white supremacy keeps saying it, then they're just gonna act it out. So why don't you change the tune and say that there's something else? And that's what he can't see. The only thing he can see is, I got money and they hating on me, blah blah blah, and they animals in the hood. And then maybe that's why this happened. I mean, you gotta really look at it. You gotta really look at it. Like, when Martin Luther King came out, he was all about black people, white people love each other and shit, right? They shot him in the head. Martin Luther King. Malcolm X, when he first came out, he was all about fuck the white man. Then when he went to Mecca, and then he said, "Oh, love white people." They shot him in the head. That's the end of my video right now. I got other things to handle. Shit is going crazy in the background. But what I'm trying to say, what my basic point of this is that fuck white people, and we need to look out for Brother Polite. But he got his nigga wake up card.